So you're saying dads, or indeed partners, can, and in many cases should be, the go-to settler for the baby. Why is that?
I think, well, there are a number of reasons, Gemma. The first thing to understand is that we tend to wake babies during the night just as much as babies wake us. We do a lot of movement and we make a lot of noises as well. But most importantly, especially if you're talking about a breastfeeding mother, the smell of that mother's breast milk will often trigger a baby to wake up and cry when they're in those more shallow parts of their sleep. So they're less likely to stitch together their sleep cycles.
So did this start as a theory, or anecdotally, was this something you had heard as an approach that was working?
It is probably more anecdotal. I work with thousands of babies every single year. It's my pleasure to do so, and I always instruct parents of newborns to try to make sure the baby is in the parent's bedroom, but as far away from the mother as is physically possible. And often the easiest thing is just to pop them on dad's side of the bed. The reason why that's effective is the mother's breast milk is less likely to wake the baby. If the dad goes to the baby, they're more likely to be able to resettle them back into another sleep cycle and be more successful than the mother. And part of that is because they don't smell of breast milk, but also because hunger is not always the reason why these babies are waking through the night.
Yeah. When you suggest this approach, how do couples take it, and what are the barriers?
Most people laugh. Common sense would suggest that the baby being next to the mother is just practical and easy. The mum, and obviously I should begin by saying I'm generalising when I talk about a breastfeeding mother and a father. It could be two mums, it could be a single parent or a dad who's fly out. But for ease of argument, let's talk about a breastfeeding mother and a father. And it makes sense that if that baby needs to be fed throughout the night, which is crucial for establishing a good breast milk supply, especially in the early weeks of life, it makes sense for the baby to be on the mum's side of the bed. But the truth is that if the baby's on the dad's side, they're more likely to stitch a cycle together, and the dad is going to be more successful at settling them because we as dads not only don't smell the breast milk, but we also send a very, very strong and clear message to the baby that they're not going to be fed by us. And babies are excellent communicators. I tell all my patients' parents that babies drink much, much more than milk. They drink all of your emotions. They are very, very good at understanding your communication and your vibe. If a dad picks up a baby, they're far less likely to require to be fed in order to be resettled.
What do dads or partners actually end up gaining from this arrangement?
I think everybody wins, because if the baby can sleep longer, then what we're doing, which is my primary objective, is to protect the breastfeeding mother, that mother who's still recovering from 9 months of pregnancy, most commonly, then the delivery, which has taken obviously an enormous toll on the body, and ongoing milk production in the setting of sleep deprivation. So my focus is always the mother, and the baby is the one who reaps the benefit from a well-rested mother. But the truth is that even though I'm asking dads to put in more effort in these early stages, we actually reap the benefits. In fact, the whole family sleeps better, and we are one step closer to getting that baby sleeping through the night, which can happen much, much earlier than most parents think.
So that elusive sleep can be realised for everybody in the household, perhaps.
Absolutely, absolutely. It's my belief, and it's through the program that we've developed here, that babies, and again, generally speaking, if we're looking at a baby, say, who is 6 or 7 weeks of age, who's more than 5 kilos, is able to stretch a nice long sleep of 7+ hours overnight, and at 5 months able to go all the way through the night, 7 to 7, provided that they're taking solids, and we've removed any hurdles along the way. So moving the baby to one side of the bed is just one piece of the puzzle, and the program goes into great depth about getting everything lined up so that you can have that perfect scenario, that perfect situation, which is going to lead closer to the baby sleeping through the night. And as I said, everyone in the family is sleeping well.